Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. So guys, in this video we will have our discussion on the concept of Saturn's Sadesati. But with a twist, we will try to understand this concept from your ascendant as well. So now what is happening is that just because Saturn is about to make its next move in the next zodiac sign on March 29th, so a lot many people who are not very much invested in astrology, they just want to get the answers from astrology. And when they book their reading with me, I'm seeing this trend that a lot many people are confused. Like some of the people in the consultation while filling the form, they are Aries rising and they have already started getting worried that hey, my Sadesati is about to begin, how Saturn is going to be influencing me. So I just thought rather than having an individual explanation, we can have a separate exclusive video over where we can talk about the Sadesati. Like for example, do you have to be worried if you are in that eligibility criteria of the Sadesati, not from the moon but from your ascendant? That is what we will try to understand. And guys, for all those people who are like new to Vedic astrology, first I will just try to explain you in a very simpler language the concept of Sadesati. See, for this concept your moon sign and the planet Saturn is involved, because out of all the 9 planets, it's the planet Saturn only which has been assigned the task of punishing us for our deeds, for our action. So that means Saturn, which stays in one zodiac sign for around 2.5 years of the time. When Saturn transit a sign before your moon sign, so let's say for example, if your moon sign is Pisces, a sign before to it is the Aquarius. If your moon sign is Sagittarius, before that is the Scorpio sign. So when Saturn transit a sign before your moon sign, it stays over there for 2.5 years, then it moved to your moon sign 2.5 years over there, and then it moved to the next sign 2.5 years over there. So these 2.5 in total 7.5 years of period of time is called as the Sadesati. It has been believed that during this time Saturn takes our test and trial, and this is going to be the time when, based on our action, our integrity, Saturn is going to punish us. And if we have done good deeds, Saturn can also reward us. A lot many people in this Sadesati only, they have attained position, they have become like a head of the state. So we got to know so far that the Saturn's Sadesati has got an influence over, like this is going to be a period of time when somehow our life tend to remain in the control of the planet Saturn. So if we are disciplined in our life, if we are doing and living our life with complete integrity, honesty, doing hard work, giving back to the society, Saturn can reward us as well. But yes, if our actions are questionable only, then the whole punishment comes. But in a way, it has been seen that if you are in a Sadesati, somehow the life tend to slow down. Like you will find kind of delays in getting things done, like with so much of the ease and very fast pace, the way you were able to accomplish things before. Now just because you are in the grip of the Sadesati, you might have to work little bit extra hard and you have to be patient, because the turnaround might not be as fast the way it used to be. But guys, look at it in this way. When we talk about the Sadesati, beyond doubt, I always say this thing that the influence of the Saturn, Rahu and Ketu needs to be studied from your moon sign. Why? Because over there somehow all the deeds done by us in past so many lifetimes somehow remained stored over there only. Like the way we say that different kind of karma, this could be Kriyaman, Sanchet, Prarabdha, everything is stored in your Manas, in your moon only. So it's not like that Saturn is only going to be punishing you or Ketu is only going to be rewarding you for the deeds done by you in this lifetime, because these heavenly bodies have got an account of our deeds done in past many lifetimes. And this is what the whole base of our Hinduism, of the spirituality is, that soul is in a uninterrupted journey of many lifetimes to attain the perfection. So this is how we try to look at the Sadesati from the moon sign, that I explained it to you, that moon which tells about your subconsciousness, moon which tells about your mind, your thinking process. It is also a storehouse of all of the deeds done by you. So now guys, A lot many times it has been seen that on a emotional mental plane, the time period of the Sadesati tend to remain filled with kind of a restriction all around you. You might have to work hard. And let's say, for example, at a time when you are going the Sadesati, matching with it, you are also going through some turbulent dasha as well. Then the whole experience becomes little bit worse in a way that for the attainment of things you might have to work very hard. But let's say, for example, if even at a time of the Sadesati you are running some very favorable dasha, then we can look at it in this way that you will not find yourself very much blocked, but the poetic justice, karmic retribution, you still remain very much vulnerable and prone towards that. I've seen lot many astrologers talking about it that in the time period of the Sadesati, if you are in a favorable dasha, nothing bad can happen to you. You do not even have to worry about that. Trust me, it's not like that. Saturn is still controlling and monitoring you during that time. And let's say, for example, if your deed is making you liable enough to go to a prison, Sadesati can, or Sadesati has this potential and power to fulfill that promise as well. Now, all of that we have already discussed from your moon sign. Now, let's put and bring your ascendant. So now guys, do you have to worry, like if you are a Aries Lagna and now Saturn is going to be transiting from your 12th house, or if you are a Pisces Lagna, Saturn is going to coming right over your first house, over your ascendant, or this could be a case that if you are a Aquarius rising, now Saturn is going to be coming second to your from your ascendant. So do you have to worry about it? So if you were to ask me, that definitely is a matter of caution and care. Guys, look at it in this way, that in this lifetime your soul has got this body which is being identified by your ascendant. Now we know this thing that Saturn somehow rules over diseases, Saturn rules over all kind of hardship as well. Now if you are a Aries Lagna and Saturn is transiting from your 12th house, Saturn in itself is responsible for all of our actions as well. All of our professional endeavors are being controlled by the planet Saturn as well. So this could be a case that you might have to work very hard. See, first of all, I'm talking, let's say, from the point of view of the Aries Lagna. So during this time, before, you find it very easy to be in the center stage. All the spotlight used to be onto you. We know this thing that for the Aries Lagna, they are the very first sign of the Kal Purush Kundli. So that in itself means that being a pioneer, all the limelight coming to you is something which they automatically adore very much. But now just because in your case Saturn becomes your 10th and the 11th lord, and now Saturn is going to be transiting from your 12th house. 12th house is the most hidden house. So just like that, life will create those kind of circumstances that your actions might be there in the behind the scene. So for your actions and all sort of actions to be recognized, to be out there, you might have to work a little bit harder during this time. Again guys, just because Saturn is not going to be influencing your moon during this time, so emotionally you will not find yourself being held back. Emotionally, this might not be categorized or treated as a time of the punishment. But just because 12th house in itself represents prison, 12th house in itself represents like hospital, all sort of things which takes us behind the scene. So when Saturn from your ascendant transit from the 12th house, you cannot be that much nonchalant that okay, now I do not have to worry about anything, I'm not in the grip of the planet Saturn, I can just do whatever way I'm living my life, whether it's about with dishonesty, with hedonism, with no care for the elderly and unprivileged people around you. If Saturn is transiting from your 12th house, all the principles connected with the planet Saturn, which is about honesty, integrity, and being very respectful towards others or towards the less fortunate around you, all of that will become very important as well. Saturn is a Karam Karak, like it is a planet which is responsible for our professional endeavors. This could be a case that you might find your calling, you might find more professional opportunities, like this could be remote working, this could be going to the faraway land, this could be working on those projects where you have to be on your own. Before, it was very easy for you to get the support from other people, but during this time you all the time get this feeling that I'm just left on my own, I have to do the job on my own. So guys, look at it in this way, that Sade Sati, when we calculate it from the Lagan, we cannot actually label it as a time of the punishment, as a time of the slowdown, but yes, in a way Saturn has got a grip over our karma and our action of this lifetime. When we connect it, when we observe it from the moon, then it's just like that the actions and the deeds of past so many lifetimes comes into the scrutiny. But when we talk about Saturn's transit and calculating Sade Sati from the ascendant, discipline in your current life becomes of paramount importance. Now let's take up the case of the Pisces Lagna. So guys, in your case, now Saturn is going to be transiting right over the first house of your ascendant. So now guys, I have seen lot many charts, even like so many Libra Lagna, my favorite. So many in Libra Lagna's chart, I have seen Saturn to be placed in the first house, and you don't believe that you cannot call their life to be as very easy, as very simple. They have had their own share of hardship. And this is what Saturn represents, because I always give attention to the Kal Purush Kundli. In the Kal Purush Kundli, first house is always connected with Aries. Saturn does not like Aries. It's just like that. Saturn does not like the headstrongness. Saturn does not want to be in the forefront. It wants to be out there in the crowd, solving the problems of the common man and being treated and living life as a common man. So for the Pisces Lagna as well, guys, during this time, Saturn's influence over your first house, you cannot call it or categorize it as vulnerable as the second phase of the Sade Sati from the moon sign. But right over there in your life, your health needs to be monitored. This is going to be the time when you have to be extremely fair in all of your decision making. Your judgment is going to be monitored a lot, because Saturn in a way, and that is the only reason, like judiciary and the judges are connected with the planet Saturn. So see, we all know this thing, that it is very easy to make a judgment or make a decision or choose between right and wrong. But if being put in a situation when you have to choose less harmful between both the bad options and better alternative between both the good option, how you will perform in those kind of situation, in all those kind of matters where you will feel this thing that your brothers, people at work, everyone is taking your advantage of your good nature. But this is what Saturn wants to teach you, the lesson of the humility. If you are not giving attention to your health, we cannot overlook this fact that in a way Saturn represents all sort of diseases, all sort of grief, all sort of hardship. And let's say, for example, if suddenly you feel that I do not know what's happening, all the people with their own problems, they are just coming to me, like, how can I help them? I am not equipped enough to handle or resolve other people's problem. But Saturn might put you in those kind of situation where you have to resolve other people's issue. You might be put forth in a situation where you have to wipe the tears from the face, from the eyes of other people. This is going to be the case when Saturn generally transits from the first house. After the Pisces, the Aquarius rising. So guys, now in your case, Saturn is going to be transiting from the second house, from your ascendant. So we all know this thing, that this is going to be the time when your integrity in the matters of the finances, how you manage, how you preserve your finances, because we know this thing, that Saturn is a very frugal planet. Saturn does not believe in living life with benevolence, which could be Jupiter, or with a luxury, which could be the domain of the Venus. Like we know this thing, I was giving a hint to the planet Mercury, which could be little bit jovial, which could be little bit playful as well. So I mean to say, how you manage your finances, how respectful you are towards your immediate family members, how much are you providing for your family, all of that is going to be judged when Saturn is going to be transiting from the second house, from your ascendant. So guys, in a way, the extract or summary of this video was that if you have to take into consideration Sade Sati and make a comparison between judging a Sade Sati from the moon sign and from the ascendant. When we talk about from the moon sign, for sure your whole life, your whole actions and your emotional mental state tend to remain in the grip, in the control of the planet Saturn. Sometimes what happen, you will come across those kind of people, just a minute and trivial issue and they start panicking, and there could be those people, they are actually going through crisis, but you will still see them smiling, laughing and sailing through with the life with a smile on their face. So just like that, beyond doubt, the karmic events, the fatalistic events affect us most when we talk about or when we judge the Sade Sati from the moon sign. Emotionally, mentally, we kind of find ourselves being restricted, being blocked. When we talk about Sade Sati and judging it, see, first of all, let me be very clear. There is no explanation of seeing Sade Sati from the ascendant, but it still matters. Saturn is still doing its job, because when we are like assessing a Sade Sati from your ascendant, that simply means that your life, the walls which you have created around you, Saturn is going to be coming over there, or it is going to be strengthening it. It is going to be laying very strong foundation over there, so that when Saturn is going to be done working around from your ascendant, after that you will be feeling this kind of very strong formidable wall around you, that now you have got a very strong foundation, strong strength in your life. Again guys, even like I was like watching this interview of a very senior astrologer, Suresh Chandra Mishra ji, and when someone asked him about the Kalsarp Yoga, the interviewer asked him, and he said that beyond doubt it is a yoga which gets debated amongst the astrologers, that there is no credibility, there is no mention of Kalsarp in any of the classical book, but you still take into consideration the Papkatri Yoga, right? When a benefic planet or a house is being surrounded by two malefic next to it, surrounding it. So if a Papkatri Yoga could be capable enough of causing a havoc in the matters of that house or a benefic planet, so imagine like if both Rahu and Ketu are like surrounding all of your planets, all the planets are hemmed between it, why it will not be effective, why it is not going to make your whole life being lopsided. You might be doing very good in one area of the life and you might be struggling very bad in the other area of the life. And especially he mentioned this thing that for the Aries and the Libra people, Aries and the Libra, it tend to remain most harmful, because Aries and Libra are seen as the nodes, are seen as the Rahu and Ketu of the sun. So I will make a separate video on that. But yes guys, I'm sure that after this, like if you feel that okay, I'm like a Gemini like moon sign person, so nowhere I'm getting affected because of this move of the planet Saturn, I do not have to worry about it. But if your lagna, your ascendant is Aries, you still have to be cautious, you still have to be careful. Your health, like if suddenly you're not getting that limelight, or any of the concerns of people trying to bicker behind your back or do some plotting behind your back, so you still have to be cautious, you still have to be careful. Saturn is a very important planet, and wheresoever, even if it is not influencing your moon, but your current life is your ascendant, your lagan, if it is around there, then also you have to be careful, and you have to live as per the principles of Saturn, which is about humility, which is about discipline and working very hard. So yes guys, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. For further more updates and notification on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Dhanyawad.